Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action Pact, the D&D web show featuring our homebrew world of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Before we get in the episode, we want to thank Gilding for the space to stream our show, as well as a community in which to socialize, which you can find on Discord using the links that appear in the banner below. In the banner, you'll also find our Twitter page, _Istoria, to keep up with any news regarding the show, the world, and all other sorts of goodies we post out there. We also want to give you a thank you to Sirenscape, providing the music for most of the Gilding shows, though we do use Arkenforge here. But we recommend both of them for all your musical and atmospheric needs. And lastly, we also want to thank Idle Champions for giving us a code for our show tonight to get your own Electrum chest. We'll have that code appearing in chat, so feel free to use that at any time. So, as we return to our game, the party found themselves recovering from... Let me change that. Here, there we go. The party found themselves recovering from a fatal encounter with the Cyclops. Deciding on what to do with their fallen friend, Rin arose quickly after being brought to their cart. Having a face-to-face meeting with the voice in her head, Rin met the spirit of Ashara, a moonstone dragon. Using part of her essence to save her friend, Rin was revivified, thereby coming back to life. However, at some unknown cost, which we have yet to discover. Pressing on, they met a dwarven merchant in a fort who was interested in sending them and their entire group onto Coast Rune, which was put a pin in temporarily. And bedding down for the night, the group had some encounters with the powerful entities that have made deals and pacts with some of them. After that, the group then made their way to the haunted town of Pharaohfall, and after a fairly spooky encounter with the barkeep, the group lay down for the evening and went to bed. That's where we pick up. So, with a slight warning regarding some sort of spooky things that may be infecting the town, everyone went to their respective rooms where Applause, the Kenku barkeep, came over and locked each one of your doors if you were allowing it, as well as the windows.
That's so sus. Okay. I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah.
I think you're big enough to knock it down.
I got a mystery key. I can get out if I got to.
5% of the time.
Keep trying.
5% of the time. That's right.
I got a mystery key as well. It's called a hammer.
Oh, yes.
I was not sure where that was going. Like it. Just break it down.
Yeah.
So, as everyone goes to sleep for the night, can I have everybody give me your passive perception scores?
16.
13.
11.
Passive perception. 13.
11.
Okay.
We're blind.
Bog.
Yeah.
As the night presses on, fairly late in the evening at this point, you're on one of the outer walls where you have an outer window that was locked. You hear the faint sound of what seems almost like either a whispering wind or almost like a dart being thrown in the air. Just a quick like.
Outside my window?
Correct.
I ain't doing that. I put the covers over my head. I ain't dealing with that. No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of no.
Do not do ghosts.
No. Grave Cleric hates ghosts.
Makes sense.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
So, as the sound occurs, Bog, you pull the covers over your head and decide not
Yeah,
dealing
not
with it.
doing that.
Do you wrap your feet in the covers too so they can't get under the end?
Oh, don't put things in my... No, my feet are sticking out. I'm assuming it's not a very big blanket.
It's not, no. It's meant more for somebody who's a smaller build than your bugbear
I'm
self.
going off the little kid thing. If they can't see me, I can't see them.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Should I roll for stealth? Just kidding.
if you want.
Just kidding.
Are
So-
we all in like separate rooms?
Yes.
Or did you two stay in the same room or not?
Can't. We're too big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought they were each
had
giving you
to
a
push
twin.
2 beds together
Push
to
2
fit. Yeah.
Shouldn't have been big boned.
So, as,
Hopefully, they don't make them for us.
as everyone does sleep that evening, you all retain a full rest.
Great.
Yay.
Sus.
Great.
Did we do the full rest
Definitely
before
so.
we did last night?
You may or may not have. If you did, it was a little preemptive, but
It
you
doesn't
still get
hurt to
one.
hit it again, so
Sure.
there.
So, as morning comes and dawn breaks, the next day, light slowly creeps through your windows and still is muted. As you feel dawn has broken, but it's still not quite bright outside.
Is the door still locked?
You go to check it, and it is not. You.
What about, can we open the window in the room?
Sure. You gotta open it up. It's a simple latch. It's basically just shut on every one of your windows to make sure that nothing can get inside during the evening.
Anything noticeable out the window? Is the town still there?
Make a perception check. Pretty easily, you can see that the town is still there. Fallen and somewhat destitute.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with a 7.
7?
It's a town.
It's still there. Yep. The town's still there.
There's buildings and there are streets, and
Yeah.
that's it.
And still a healthy fog bank that is in. Doesn't obscure vision, but it still provides some. It's not total cover, but it does obscure your vision a little bit. And there's still a healthy cloud cover that does obscure the sun.
I'd like to go outside and outside my window, just gotta walk around.
Okay, sure.
There anything disturbed outside my window?
Okay, so make an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk out, is everybody else following suit?
What do we do with the cart and horses?
There is a small kind of stable that's meant for guests. So,
I forgot.
yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
I believe in the buddy system, so I'll go out with Bob.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go
Thank you.
out as well.
Outside.
So, like, when they say that this town is like haunted, there's like is there like an actual like undead issue going on here that no one's dealt with?
There have been undead reported, but unfortunately, due to the limited number of townsfolk, it has not been dealt with.
Gotcha.
21.
Okay. So looking around, kind of retracing that sound that you heard outside and looking for any sort of clues as to indicate where it may have come from, you look at the ground and you see that there are these very tiny footprints within the mud. They look fresh, and there are dozens of them.
Tiny like a bird?
Like about the size of a child.
I'm thinking... What are they shaped like? Is it like cobalt?
They do look like footprints. I'm sorry, like the pressing of a shoe.
Okay, shoe. Yeah, I was thinking like...
Right. So yeah, they're
Stripes, but-
pointed toes. Given your investigation check, it was pretty good. Pointed toes. It looks like it was a small body. And while walking out from the tavern, you do see that there is what looks almost like a fire, like a pyre, like meant for like a full fire, not lit, in the center of town now. And as you look to where these footprints led to, it leads to the pyre.
Okay, I'll go inside and I'll tell the guys what I found. There's these little footprints. I heard a weird things last night going over and over outside my window. It was really weird. I was very brave, but I didn't see anything. So the footsteps lead to some sort of weird pyre in the middle of town. I'm getting some real Silent Hill vibes from this place.
Interesting.
You ever been there?
No.
Creepy place.
I heard they got some weird nurses there.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, Bob, last night, that's where that magic blip was coming from, was towards the center of town.
Yes, I totally remember that, yeah. Absolutely.
We didn't walk all the way there because it was getting dark over
That's right.
part of the way.
Come on, Fadir, keep up.
Yeah. Jeez.
Alright, should we?
Should we go check it out?
It's this whole persona now.
You gotta be an area code for that.
Alright, yeah, you guys want to go figure that out, or what are we doing?
At least look at it.
Is the barkeep around?
Yes, Applause is just kind of walking around. He doesn't really have that many guests. In fact, you're the only ones. So,
Can we ask? I was gonna go and ask him. So, where'd the pyre, the bonfire thing come from?
the pyre is built.
What can you tell me about that?
Best to stay inside.
Please elaborate.
There will likely be a capturing and sacrifice.
Like by the villagers?
What does that mean?
No. The other creatures that come.
What are the creatures?
The undead horseman, the centaur.
Anything with super tiny little feet?
I haven't seen things like that, no.
No tiny shoes. Okay, no tiny shoes, guys.
And now, tiny to you, Bog? Or like, because like, are they normal sized feet? Or
Like this big.
oh, that is pretty small. Yeah.
So do they capture and do they sacrifice at the pyre or somewhere else?
At the pyre. Black flames engulf them.
Wait, during the day? Or at night?
At night.
Okay, so we're good if we walk over there right now.
Yes? I can't say for certain.
They just pick one random person that they find.
Normally one of the villagers.
Oh, guys, we can't let that happen.
I mean, rather them than us.
Well, it seems like a good opportunity to figure out what's causing these issues.
I mean, yeah, we should do the hero thing, yeah, totally.
We should probably go see the red hand guy.
Oh. Is he involved in this?
The pyre?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Who's the red hand guy?
That's the guy that lives at the north who showed up and all the bad things started. Please don't elaborate.
I don't know. This is
forgot.
between the three of you.
I forgot to copy my notes from my computer.
I did
So-
too. Forgot to bring my other
No, it's
notebook.
the one.
Oh my
It's,
God.
it's the one that we saw whenever we were guarding. It sounds a lot like the guy that we saw when we were guarding the caravan in the desert.
Oh, so I wasn't there.
Red hand. He came out of darkness, was like staring at us a lot. He had like he had a fixation with you
Yes.
and me, and you.
I'm a fantastic note taker. Antonia is
It's-
so mad right now.
It was zero session, so it was a while ago.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You see, we were all at the campfire, and then this feller, he just comes out of nowhere, heading southbound through the desert. We don't know where he came from. He just has to come to our fire.
He told
Yes.
he told us that he was coming here.
That's right. I do remember that. But then when we were talking, okay, I was not in character. When we were talking last week, the barkeep told us about a guy who lived, I think, to the north of town, who showed up, and that's when all the bad things started.
Bad things have been going on for a while, but he's the most recent one that showed up
Okay.
that the barkeep can remember.
He's in
And
one of the
he's
abandoned
weirded out
houses.
about.
It's almost like we totally go over our notes.
Dorgirin is confused. He was zoned out the entire last session.
It's kind of
Um,
funk.
all right, let's go see Red Hand.
We could
And hope
also
his
talk
hands
to
aren't
the
any more red.
priestess.
I don't know.
Well,
It was
it's kinda
supposed to be a
weird.
bad, like, killing joke.
It was kind of a weird glowy red, not a blood red.
What's the difference?
Would you recognize him again if you saw him?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, probably.
What are they, Poweries? They just get their hats.
Applause. I'm sure we've completely weirded you out now.
Yes.
Do you know which of the abandoned houses the Red Hand man is in?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll just
Rumor is he's moving around north.
See, did keen mind.
Keen mind.
We'll find him. We'll be back before nightfall.
If you're not, I do have to lock the place up.
Sure.
Is there a
Yeah, I
password to get in if you've already locked?
Say it's your guests.
Oh, okay.
Not say you're my guests.
Okay.
Okay.
I will try to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will do.
I can keep your cart here if you would like.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little hard to get that around town.
Yep, that'd be great.
There's some feed and water for the horses in the cart. If you could.
I will use that.
Okay.
I'd just like to, can I give you, hang on one second. I want to hand you 15 gold. If keep the door unlocked for 10 minutes if we're not here.
You already gave us a password to get in.
I know, but I don't trust it. Keep it unlocked if we're not here.
After dark by 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so we have a little window.
It's a good call, Bug.
Take the gold coins.
Because I really would rather run in the door than bang on the door and go, it's me, let me in. That sounds like a really bad plan.
That's fair.
So-
That's fair. You can lock all the other windows and doors, though.
That's fine. Just leave the front open if
know
we're
what's-
not here.
You know what's a better plan?
Okay.
Being back on time.
Things happen.
Agreed. All right.
Have you met us?
Listen, how often do I get here in time?
It's rare.
So are we going to the center of town, or are we going looking at abandoned places for red hand?
Let's go look at that giant pile.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll say it's close, isn't it? It's like,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably good, like 100 feet away from the
yeah.
center of the town. Like so it's basically kind of town square style, and it is placed directly in the center, where the tavern was the tavern, the blacksmith, just general store, and the church are kind of all around that area. So, dead center.
As we get closer, I'm gonna cast detect magic to see if I can get a better hone
Okay.
on where that blip was, or if it's even still here.
Sure thing. So, casting ritually or just using a spell slot?
Using a spell slot.
Okay.
Ritual
So,
is in power, right?
well, no, just take some more time.
Yeah.
No, it's just trying to get a gauge on it. So, as you cast the spell, you say the incantation quickly, and looking at the pyre itself is exuding a magical essence to it. The wood, each individual piece has a slight kind of magical infusion to it. In addition, you do feel a stronger pull at the center of the pyre too.
Does it give me a school at all?
No school of magic, but you do get a heavy, I'll say, kind of necrotic vibe from it. The wood itself, and to clarify, the wood itself looks healthy, but it is all blackened.
I don't know if that's safe to touch. I wouldn't touch that. Seriously, like just decaying magic vibes. And that whole, specifically at the core, but just all the wood. Don't touch it.
Can I pick up a rock and throw it at it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's stopping people from tearing this down every day?
I'll pick up a big old rock and like throw at, I don't know, find a weak
Yeah,
point.
do it.
Okay.
I step back 30 feet.
Make a ranged attack roll.
Do I get advantage?
Actually, no, you're throwing it at a stationary object. You're a dexterous person, so
It's like a 17.
yeah. So you pick up just some random rock you find and you chuck it at it, and punk, falls off.
Did the wood move at all?
No.
Doesn't happen.
So you said like the wood, it looks healthy, but it's black.
Mm-hmm.
So like it doesn't look like the black is just like the coloration of the wood. It's not like it's charred or anything.
Correct.
Okay.
Are there any more logs on the ground, or is it all in the fire?
It is all in the pyre.
Okay. Oh, does anyone have a spear?
I got a javelin.
Oh wait, I have my extendable pole.
You have an extendable
She has an
bow?
extendable
I
pole.
do.
Okay, that sounds magical. Let's not break that. Give me your javelin. Please.
So many jokes, but I won't make any of them.
This is a family show.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What are you just trying to like poke
I'm just
at
gonna
it?
like poke it and try and pry a piece of wood out.
Here, I'll just do it. It's like,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna poke at it with a javelin.
Sure. So you take out one of your javelins, you kind of give it a quick couple pokes, and you've chipped a little bit of one of the logs,
Okay.
but no other effect.
But other than that, like the javelin's like intact. Doesn't look like it's damaged.
Are there any
Actually,
townsfolk?
make an investigation check. Or perception.
Are there any townsfolk around?
As you look around, you see like one person kind of walking around, but they
Can
don't
I-
seem to take notice of you.
Are they fairly close? I was gonna
Yeah.
walk over. Hey, excuse me. What happens if you touch that?
You die.
Like then
I
and there?
told you.
Well, no, but if you get tossed into it, you're one of the people that the horseman thing picks.
So you guys haven't tried to tear it down before?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Why would we?
Because then you wouldn't get thrown into it.
Maybe.
These are the people you guys want to save.
Enthusiastic. Just.
I'm gonna keep going.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
shit, have a good
bye.
day.
See him just kind of shuffle away.
Smiley day to you.
Maybe this whole curse thing also kind of sucked their energy and joy. I mean, if you
Oh,
were
yeah.
attacked and hunted every night, I feel like you would kind of start to get a little.
I have an ex that used to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Do we, do I feel any different?
She's a
after the-
lizard folk.
Oh, I see. The snake specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
was going to continue down that.
you want to know about my love life, you should ask.
Do I feel any different after the night? Yeah, like being here overnight?
No real effect. No.
So either we keep messing with this, or do we want to put a pin in it and go see Red Hand?
I mean, unless you want to knock it down right now.
Yeah, knock it down. Dude,
Unless you want to knock it down right now.
I did think about doing the like make my swords all radiant, but then that hurts.
Is the
Stop
is
cutting
the pyre
yourself.
like
Literally how it works.
loose? Like, can we see through into what's in the middle of it, or is it all pretty tightly stacked?
It is pretty tightly stacked, but there are some gaps where you can kind of look into the center.
Can I'm gonna like summon up a little globe of light,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like send it into one of the cracks and see if I can see
Okay. Sure.
what's in it.
Are there
So-
any plants, like even weeds nearby? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
So quick cast of dancing lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you send the orb into the center of it, you see its color actually become muted and dulled as it goes inside. And then once it's in the center, you can hardly see it at all at that point. It's actually like a almost like an eclipsed sun, where there's light to it, but it is muted now at this point. You can't really make out anything that's in there. There doesn't appear to be any object that stops it, but that does happen that way now.
Anything. Guys, this thing's super weird. I don't like it.
So I want to look around for like a plant or something
Okay.
that I can just pick, and I'm gonna like throw it in there.
Sure. Okay. So you pick up just some dandelion you see in the ground, toss it in. The moment it actually touches the wood, you see it start to wilt and die.
All right, so we're not touching it.
yeah, I'm glad you did that. I was this close to just doing it.
You and I both.
Your javelin's fine. In fact, the wood at the end of it still is okay too. You know, prior to the spear, the spearhead kind of. But it was an inorganic object that touched it. So.
Okay.
All right, then.
Like how big, I guess, like how big around or like tall is the pyre itself?
It is about 6 feet tall, and at the base it would be about 4 feet. Not wide, but like at the what would that be? Radius.
So it's 8 foot wide then?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wide one. Looks like somebody could easily climb it if they wanted to, but yeah.
That looks like a bad
Yeah,
idea.
that's all right. Do you want to go find this guy, or do you want to? There's still the church. There's still the blacksmith.
I
Did
just want
anyone tell us what happens when someone is thrown into the pyre? Do they just die, or are they
They get-
risen back up as
they-
another?
It died.
They didn't really say.
an
Yeah, they just
inside?
get consumed in black flame, and that's it.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was like some like reanimating pyre or something.
I don't know. But there are flaming skulls that fly around, so there may be a connection.
Oh, flaming skulls.
Yeah.
Batting practice.
Yeah.
Well, I want to try to find Darwin first.
Real quick, are there any footprints around?
Absolutely. Dozens.
They're everywhere.
Yep.
Are they all the same little ones?
It's like it's the center of town.
There are normal sized footprints that look like they've probably been caked in the mud for a little bit.
I meant the ones that led from my window.
But there are
Pretty.
dozens, if not hundreds, of the small footprints that you've seen from all the kind of travel that you could
These
infer.
tiny footprints. You see these?
I mean,
That's what I was talking about.
they're pretty small.
You don't know.
All right, let's just go find Red Hand.
Yeah. Let's go try to find Darwin.
To the north
That's
side
his
of town.
Funny notes.
I scrolled up.
So, who wants to make the investigation checks to try and locate where this man is?
Oh, I'm sure I got high scores on that.
Not me.
It's a nature check, dude.
I'm scrolling up. I was like,
Just popped up.
I will try. Do it.
you was just one, or do you want to back?
One person at advantage, or two people roll individually.
I got a 19 off of that, so
You do you.
I can roll again.
Yeah.
You can totally roll
Yeah.
again.
Was that a
With
total of
gusto.
19?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a
Less?
20.
Oh, okay.
Total of 20.
Nice. Okay.
Not Nate.
Not
So,
bad.
so as you go into the north part of town and try and find exactly where this man may be, you kind of keep an eye out for those similar either footprints or some sort of like kind of blackened wood piles, or not piles, but blackened areas that may resemble kind of what happened with that wood pyre. As you begin going north, you do find that there are kind of splotches of blackened dirt occasionally, where it is this. It looks like almost like this thick, oil-like liquid may have suffused the ground, and at this point, it's just been completely absorbed. It's not wet any more than like the morning dew would have given it, but there is something to this where there was either something spilled here or applied to the dirt and soil. And let me get my place going again. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you find those kind of those kind of splotches. And as you continue looking for wherever this man may be, you start to see kind of a pattern of them occurring more and more frequently.
They're looking like test sites.
Oh, maybe. Or like, something died. I don't know what this means. There's just a lot of it. Like, look right there, and like right there, and right there, and right there, and right there.
You want to touch it? Touch it.
How
Touch it.
long's it been when I still have to take that?
Not at this point, no.
Well, are we seeing any houses that look promising as far as something to check out?
With the 20, you do. Well, this will be more perception actually at this point. Passive perception. Boggs, you're the only one that has above 15 at this point. So as you're moving in through the area, looking and finding these kind of splotches of blackened dirt, Bog, you begin to hear before everyone else the sound of a river running nearby. And as you begin kind of tracking these splotches of blackened dirt, the sound is getting stronger and louder.
Hey guys, there's a river over there.
Okay.
Do with that what you will.
I don't know what to do with that.
I mean, you need to take a bath? The answer is yes. I don't think I've ever seen you bathe, other than licking yourself, and that's
Yeah, he
weird.
just licks himself in the corner. Just
You're just jealous.
A little at your flexibility, yeah. It's a little odd.
This is a little weird.
Anyway, what are we gonna do with that river?
You know what? Let's go take a look at that river. I mean, the splotches are getting more frequent as we get closer to the river, so clearly.
Have we
Yeah,
stepped into the
it's-
splotches
There's
yet?
It's up to you all if you wanted to
Put
avoid
your-
them or step right into them.
Put your foot one. Put your foot in one.
Do it,
Do it.
do it,
Do it.
do it.
Do it.
Those Budweiser frogs.
Do it.
Is it like a lot of cover as we head towards the river? Like, is it over trees and stuff in a way?
So there are plenty of trees. None of them have leaves. They all look like they are in full winter effect at this point, well beyond even fall. That the foliage is completely gone from them.
And what time of year is it?
It's late spring, early summer.
Okay. So that's weird.
This whole town's weird. Do it.
Is it like, so I'm assuming it's like it's like a whole tree line along the river. Like the whole river has trees along it. So is it the whole? Sorry.
Yes. Ultimately, the answer is yes. Every tree that you have seen, even moving through the center of town, none of them have leaves.
My hammer hasn't like reacted to anything, right? Getting close to any like.
It has not, no. I see what you're asking. It has not.
I'm on the lookout for some stones here.
Yeah, no, that's totally
Divine rod.
I was
Yeah, I'm just like looking around.
Water's this way.
Everyone's looking around for these black splotches. Dorgiran just with them all, just dividing.
What are you doing there?
He's the weird guy on the beach. Just Speedo and all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you want, I can keep pace with you guys
I don't know.
above you.
Have you earned that back? I don't think we've given that back to you.
Earned it. I died.
Yeah,
privileges.
you gotta earn our trust before
I
we
think
can
it's
fly.
still in
It's
the
mine.
cart.
I have it. No, I have.
I
not.
distinctly took it from you.
You put it in the cart with me. I was in the cart with it.
Yeah, they were both lying there right next to each other. Remember, like motionless.
Because she was dead.
Stiff as a board.
Because she died.
Stiff as a broom.
Yeah,
Ah.
Stiff as a broom, yeah.
I thought we were just sweeping that all away.
If you would like
Advantage.
to do that,
Or inspiration.
be very, very careful, please.
It's my first one ever.
Oh, I don't want to, but I will.
I got it.
Alright.
I'll do it.
Hey, you know what you should do? Give it to Dorgiran. I bet he would love to fly.
Oh, I could fly around and hit things with a hammer.
Don't give it to Dorgiran. He'd be too busy, divine rodding with his
You
hammer.
do need both hands.
Distracted
Your
flyer.
first learning.
Divine rodding it. Yep. Used to do that. Never mind.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fine.
When a cleric enters a certain stage in his life, he's a lot of divine rodding it.
Is that the medicine you take when you just have issues?
This is why we don't get anywhere. We just do this for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna go up slowly. I'm
Do
gonna
it.
keep pace with them.
Okay.
Put your
See
foot
if I
in
see
it.
anything while I'm in the air.
Okay. Perception check with advantage.
Okay.
Too much.
I'll just touch a splotch.
Okay.
I do it.
Okay.
I did it. I don't did it.
This is arm Gandalf.
15.
Not
15.
Gandalf.
Okay, we'll come back to
Dumbledore.
that. So as you quickly just touch a splotch,
Yeah.
you feel your finger has some dirt on it.
Oh!
It did feel exceptionally dry.
No.
Again? Stop setting those up. Anyway, that's it. Just draw dead. Okay. It's weird. Weird, guys. Draw dead. What do you see up there?
Yeah. So, as Bog calls out to Rin in the sky, as you quickly kind of survey the area and look for any sort of like really distinguishing features, you see the center of town, you see the river with the dead trees. But one thing does kind of catch your eye. There is a kind of larger building that has a water wheel attached to it on the river itself. And the water wheel is spinning.
Looks like there's some kind of building with a water wheel that way. Kind of swoop back down so you can hear me.
Cool, water wheel. Yeah.
It looks like it's moving, so
It works.
it's working.
that's
I don't know if
good.
that means someone's there.
Sure. I mean, like the river kind of does all the work.
Yeah.
I know it,
It is
does.
true.
That's
It
why
is
I
true.
said I don't know that means that someone's there. It's just that it's moving.
Can you stop a water wheel? I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
As long as we don't-
His brings out of character knowledge, yes.
I actually didn't. know,
In
I
character
assumed.
knowledge.
In character knowledge, yes. Totally.
Vadir is a water wheel specialist.
I'm an engineer, if you didn't know.
That's not true. Don't listen.
We all have a past. Come on.
Keep in mind.
All right, let's just walk up to this house.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, how far? Okay, do we see the house from where we are, or do we just know it's like?
It's like a couple blocks away.
Okay, so we can't really see the hedgerow of the riverbank yet.
No, you can see it. It's a little further along. Basically, you're walking down a street, and you can see the riverbank probably say like 3 or 4 houses away.
So I'm gonna try and sneak up to that and see if I can't see what's inside before we just walk and bang on doors.
Okay.
Have there been more of those things, too, on the way to the building?
Which things?
The things,
The dead
dry
circles.
things.
So when you flew up, you actually saw some of them on the tops of the buildings too.
Oh yeah, there's dry things on the tops of the building too.
There's the black circles.
There's draw spots on the roofs.
Not nearly as numerous.
Not as many, but
I wonder what that means.
maybe something like rain, big things of, you know,
Yeah.
Like something's like falling on the
impact.
rooftops.
Yeah.
So what do you guys say to me trying to sneak on up there and see if I can't see what's inside before we just go banging on doors? I mean, like, you don't have to stay way back, but, you know, keep me in sight.
I can keep you in sight from here.
Give you a blockhead start.
So I'm gonna stealth and try and get up to the building.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, son of
You could
10.
die.
10?
Trust
Okay.
me.
As you begin to stealth, I just go, Rainier, what are you doing?
So, as you begin
No
sneaking
Hey!
towards the riverbank, Bog yells out, just that.
Well, that's why you're stealth sucked.
You shoot him back a quick shush and you continue.
I'm like caught between thank you and also
It's the middle of the day. Does he think no one can see him?
I just didn't want to be super loud, you know?
He hasn't learned how to sneak from you yet, Bog.
I know. I'm very good.
You are very good, Tommy.
And that
I
was
know.
25.
So, you're sneaking
Watch
up the
this, and I'll
riverbank.
just walk
I mean-
behind you and see.
Am I cognizant enough to know that I'm doing it poorly? Well, if he actually yelled at me, then I would have legitimately, reasonably.
Yeah,
It's a 16.
I was gonna say his passive's better than your stealth, so yeah. Even when you think you've like lost sight of everybody, you hear Bog yell that out, and you're like, okay.
I mean, technically, we all would have seen you.
Yeah, true. Everybody actually, has over a 10 for passive perception.
Well, no,
so
I
that's fair.
told you that I was doing it.
Yeah.
Telling and doing 2 different things.
I'm very aware. All right,
Can
whatever.
still see you.
Let's just walk up to the dome door.
So,
Yeah, we just meet you at the door.
as everyone collectively walks up to this building, you find it is it's a larger 2-story L-shaped building, and as you've approached, you see the dirt pretty much entirely around pathways leading up to the front door are blackened entirely. But as you approach, you do hear the water wheel running along with the river on the opposite side of the building from where you guys are currently approaching. To where the front door is nestled, kind of just within where the L kind of sticks out. So, kind of in the corner, a little further off.
The stairs look the same as like all the other blackened stuff.
Yes, the stone stairs themselves also are blackened, and this house does look quite a bit nicer than the other ones in the area.
But it all looks like the same kind of blackened as all the other things we've seen.
Yes.
Okay.
How many stories?
2.
It's gonna be like, hello? Is anybody in there? Hello?
Can I take a rock and chuck it at the front door to like knock?
Yeah, sure.
That's weird.
Do you want to walk up the stairs and knock on the door, or do you want to throw a rock at it?
Are there windows?
There are windows, yes.
Throw a rock through the window.
I was gonna peer in through the window.
This guy wasn't really a joke, so I'm not trying to make him that angry.
It's a dangerous town, so things happen.
So, as you...
Yeah, I'm gonna peer in through a couple of windows to see if there's anybody
Gotcha.
moving about inside.
Sure. So there are there's a set of large bay windows on the kind of the outer L, and then there are other ones just closer along the other side of it. So which area are you picking?
I guess I'll start with the bay windows.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I'm guessing we didn't hear anything after throwing the rock at the door.
We'll go back to that.
Okay.
13.
It's a little difficult to see. The windows do look a little, not necessarily fogged, but just not terribly clean. But looking in through the kind of bay window area, you do see that though curtains obstruct your vision a little bit, you are able to see what looks like this kind of large study area on the first floor
Okay.
that runs back pretty far.
Can I wipe like any dirt off the window and make it like a little easier to look in?
Yeah, sure. So you do that, and there also is on the inside. So
Yeah.
you clean at least the outside of it, though, which is the majority of it. And looking in, you see the typical kind of like library study where there is a globe, a large, floor-to-ceiling bookshelves wrapping around the majority of the room. This looks like either somebody who's very well read or possibly more so concerned about image than anything.
Gotcha. Okay. What about some of the other windows?
As you go to the other ones, we'll get back to that. As you go to move to the other one, a rock gets thrown at the door.
So what are we planning on asking this guy? We haven't gotten that far.
What he's seen.
Okay.
Told us he was coming here to investigate.
Okay. Just want to make sure we had that planned before.
Darwin, are you in there?
As we throw the rock at the door.
Okay, do you yell that out?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you begin walking over to check one of the other windows, you hear the rock slam against the door. You see a thinner, pale man who's looks to be of average human height, somewhere around like 5'10" or so. Opens up the door, very thin, gaunt features, wearing some nice attire, middle-aged, thin hair. Opens up and just, yes.
Don't recognize that that's Darwin.
This does not look like Darwin.
Are you the butler?
I'm not the butler. I am William Dusto, owner of this house. Can I help you?
Sorry, we're looking for a man with a red hand.
I see.
We were told
He holds up both of his hands, neither are red.
Sorry, we were told he might be around this area.
And who are you?
I'm Hanson Bog, and these are the Bogettes.
Everyone shakes their head
Is
no.
that? Oh.
Except for Rin. Rin nods emphatically.
So I'm speaking for you. That's up to you, but I shake no.
I'm getting conflicting stories here.
It's fine, I'm the leader, so...
Awesome.
We're a group of adventurers. We just came into town. We're trying to help as best we can.
I see. And you're the Bogettes, and I take it Bog then. So,
No, I tip my hat, look.
well, our town has needed adventurers for quite some time. Good day. Close the door.
Hi.
I love it.
What's with the burn?
The door is shut.
He left.
Yeah, no,
he done
he-
left.
Hi.
Anybody got another rock?
You gonna throw it through the window this time?
Sure.
Here's the big one.
What was his name?
Something.
It was William
William Donstone.
William
Dusto.
Dusto.
Dustone.
Dust Tone.
That sounds like a ridiculous name for a paint.
Dust.
I'll throw another rock at the door.
Would this be the larger one then?
It's a slightly larger.
Okay, that's not sure. So another bonk.
I'm waiting for the window until we need it.
Like a minute passes. He opens up the door. Alright, you're still here.
Hi. Hensenborg here again.
And the Bogettes, I heard.
Yes, that's
Please
right.
stop using that term.
So, we still had a couple of questions. What's up with all the dark,
Circles.
ground area? Like,
It would be best answered by someone else. I've spoken with Lord Blackloom. Come inside. And he opens up the door fully and steps out of the way as he begins to lead you in.
so
Lord Black.
if we walk along all this, we're gonna be fine.
I appear to be fine. I'm sure you will be too.
You touched already.
We don't know that I'm not changed internally.
Do we know Lord Black?
I could be
yet?
plotting your murder right now.
You already are.
I'm walking up the stairs.
And it's just gonna like stand on her broom kind of and just like float in.
Sure thing.
Do you have the acrobatics for that?
Sure do.
I'm not gonna make you roll.
You fall off.
Sweet.
You fall
I
off
appreciate
and die
it.
again.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yep.
Gotta have flair.
I'm just gonna like grab her off the room. No.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Fair.
No.
No, for the like, so, have we heard the name Lord Blackloom yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
Or do we? I guess can I do a history to see if I recognize that name at all?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, not terrible. That is a dirty 20
Doesn't matter
Okay.
if you
with
for them.
advantage on undead, fae, and fiends.
You can make it an advantage then.
Oh. Okay, that's worse. So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So during the zero session, I don't know if you actually got his last name or not, but Darwin Blackgloom is the person that he's referring to.
Biscuit.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we knew he was weird.
So Lord Blackloom.
Care to share?
Do I care to share?
It's up to you. You can tell me.
I don't have.
I'm already going inside, so I don't care who we
Sure.
are.
Yeah.
So he just said that's something. What was his exact words were? Sorry. The guy at the door. His exact words were something about Lord Blackloom.
Lord Blackloom would know more about that.
And then he invites us inside.
Mhm.
So look at you like we're going inside.
I'm going
He
inside.
already
Alright.
left.
He is
I was staring at your face, and you looked like you just keen-minded something. So,
This might be the guy we're looking for.
well, that's good.
So as Vidir and Dorgiran are just walking in.
Yeah, there we go. It's just you and me standing outside
It's
now.
on our way in.
Yeah.
Good talk.
You two gonna come inside?
Sure.
I mean, you can stand guard outside. That's
No.
cool too.
That sounds so much worse.
And be like,
Yeah, you stay in guard, and I shut the door.
I'm inside the house.
There you go.
do it.
So,
Do-
as he leads you to the back of the, so you're in a main corridor and in this home.
Does the home seem as big inside as it would have seemed from the outside?
Yes, this is not the TARDIS. Fair question. So,
D&D, Tony.
I was like,
Is this a house of holding?
yeah, it is.
it's like
and
the
there,
tents in Harry Potter.
yeah, could be. So, as he begins leading you down the main corridor, everyone sees at this point that the floor itself is also blackened, along with the runner rugs that are in this area. And something of note, you actually see electric lights, light bulbs inside this area. They're very dim, but there's electricity in this
Are we
house.
all
Have
familiar
we
with what
ever
electricity
seen that?
You may have seen electricity once or twice. Ever.
You guys ever seen that?
Yeah.
Not me. That's weird.
I've been around.
That's not magic.
I was freaked out by a sink, so this is
Aren't
nuts.
you the one that spent the most time in a large city of all of us?
Yeah, but not in the nice part.
What'd you rob? You can't rob poor people.
He robbed the dead.
I robbed dead people.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Was that in character or no?
Yeah, that was in
now.
character.
Oh,
I didn't hide it.
Pre-owned antiquities.
sorry. Can we talk to Lord Blackloom, please?
I'd very much prefer that, yes. As he brings you to the back of this corridor.
Hang on, real quick. Eyes of the grave. Is that guy alive?
So as you quickly give him an eyes of the grave, not exactly.
I didn't think so. I was getting weird.
He's
Weird
not,
vibes.
but he's not undead either. He's somewhere between the two.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you relaying
Oh, no.
information to us?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's like whenever you've casted before and you've seen undead, you're like, bam! He's pinging,
He's like
but
kind of glowing, but
yeah,
not quite.
exactly, like very dim light kind of thing.
That guy's near death. Weird.
He's on his way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm quite all right. To the lordship. As he gestures towards the last door on the left. There are these two kind of heavy wooden doors that look like they've been possibly reinforced with some sort of either steel or iron. And he pulls one of them open, and as he speaks inside, you can hear the popping of electricity coming from within inside this room. And he says, "Your lordship, your visitors have arrived."
Great.
As we
Gestures.
enter that room, and I pass this guy, I go, no offense about the, stealing from the dead thing. Sorry about it. No, just kidding.
He's very confused, not sure, exactly sure how to react. So, as you walk in, you see what likely was at one point a large kitchen, as evidenced by a pair of cooking stoves along the far wall, but it has been turned into a makeshift laboratory. Electric lights provide light to the area, though they are also dimmed. The smell that, Bog, you're very familiar with, of decay, is very prevalent within this room.
Oh, that's a lot of death.
And you see the formerly cloaked and armored man now standing in what looks like more, not exactly a lab coat per se, but more disposable, potentially, attire within this room. And he is also covered in splotches of this black liquid. And you see what were the preparation or cooking tables in the center of the room. Now, each one with a mangled corpse of some sort of creature on top of it that is currently opened up. And along the far wall, there are many alchemical supplies, glass tubes, or glasses and tubes along the countertop. As he looks up, "Ah, my former acquaintances. How fortuitous it is to see you again. William, would you be so kind to show me this study while I clean up? I believe we have much to discuss."
Oh, okay. Well, alright, we'll meet you in the study.
Yeah, it's a study.
I will only be a few minutes, if you please.
Were those already dead?
That question is harder to answer, but I will be happy to provide the information I have once I clean up. Just a few moments, please.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gotta do up your duds.
William looks, and actually, how long does Eyes of the Grave last?
That's what I was just checking. I was
Okay.
literally just checking that. Hold on. Eyes of the Grave, 60 feet.
Can we tell what kind of creatures they were?
They are
It does not tell me.
pretty well dissected at this point. Is it does it say just as an action? May only be just the action.
It probably is.
Okay.
Until the end of your next turn.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, we'll say an action.
Okay.
Do the creatures on the table match like anything that the villagers have told us about like what the potential creatures are that come at night?
So from what they've told you, no.
No, we just know about like the horsemen or the centaur.
Correct, and the flying skulls.
Flying skulls.
In terms of what they look like, they're pretty mangled at this point, and you can see that a couple of them look like they may have been some sort of like quadrupedal animals, but they've been basically ripped open and are being effectively dissected, so you can't get a great look at them. Plus, with the low light, you got a quick look, and then that was pretty much it.
Nothing with super tiny feet.
No.
In this room.
Fair question.
In this room, I'll knowing that Eyes of the Grave isn't still up, I'll flash him one more time
Okay.
just to see what's in here.
Sure. So, it's undead creatures. Is there anything else beyond that?
It just says detects undead. That's all it says.
Checks undead. Okay.
Magically detect undead.
Okay. So you get a general like kind of pulse through the room. Not undead, but like the same kind of necrotic energy that Rin had detected on the pyre. But Lord Blackloom, 100% undead, without question.
Does he notice the detect undead? Or the...
I mean, my eyes flash white, so...
He had no reaction.
Okay.
As we move into the study, I go, that guy's totally dead.
Yeah, kind of figured that.
And his servant, his manservant, also half dead? He's half dead.
Who do you
Mostly
think
dead.
Do you think he's trying to bring himself back to life?
What is the difference between life and undeath? I mean, he seems to
Well,
have his
that's-
wits about him.
That's a deep question.
Well, is he a lich? Ooh, he might be a lich.
What's a lich?
Also, you
Oh,
think
do I
he
know what a
was
lich
dead
is?
when you met him in the desert?
I dated a lich once.
You would,
Oh, we really gonna have.
you know, given the advantage with undead thing, you probably have a decent understanding of what a lich may be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lich is an undead that keeps its soul in a phylactery. And it basically can't die unless you kill the phylactery.
Then that's as much as you know about liches.
Okay, I'll stop.
Cool. But like,
They're super strong.
Common knowledge. Everybody
Rin
knows that.
immediately thinks of
Everybody
other
knows.
practical uses for a phylactery.
You learned that in Undead 101.
Yeah.
Your confused face told me you didn't know what I was talking about.
What?
That's just his face.
Oh.
Okay.
Rin's still like
So, like,
on
if
her
trying to be
broom,
helpful.
like when
cat
Draco
explained it.
Malfoy stood on the broom to the side, like he's just upright. She's not touching the ground.
Gotcha. So this is the conversation you're having within the study, just
Yeah,
for
yeah,
clarity.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything exciting in the study?
You know what? Because we screwed up so much, from now on, it's just canon. Whatever we're nonsensing.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you see the globe that's within the study. You see a healthy library of books. You see, typical kind of fireplace, a couple like chaise lounge chairs, and a small table with a couple chairs near it too. It's a good size.
Any books that stand out on the shelves?
There are hundreds of books. So,
But anything bright and flashy?
do you want to make an
or big?
investigation check?
Yes.
Okay.
As you're looking around the room, you see anything worth taking?
8.
I don't know.
I do have a history of stealing from the dead, so
Do I see
this is
anything
totally
worth
okay.
taking? And I go ahead and cast detect magic.
Oh, okay. So as you cast detect magic and give a quick survey of the room, you actually don't find any magical pings within the entire room.
Alright, anything shiny that you want me to take?
Magic. Anything
So I'll do it.
shiny?
A very, unfortunately, similar answer. There's not a lot of shiny things within this room.
That orb over there, you want me to put that in my
You
pocket?
should put the orb in your pocket
Done.
for sure. It's not magic, so it's totally fine.
Just a glass orb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks cool.
right in my bag.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I could pretend to tell fortunes.
Are you like doing it out in the open, or are you trying to sneak it?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna walk over there with my back to it and then just like one arm it
Okay.
right in my bag.
Do you have the bag of holding? Who has the bag of holding?
I do.
He's got the bag of. I don't know why we gave him the bag of holding, but he has the bag of
He
holding.
has it. Okay.
If we should have put it to a vote.
We're not the smartest.
I
group.
vote Rin.
No.
She dies.
I have the broom.
Yeah, you can get away.
Oh, that's a fair
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Or she flies off and dies, and they steal it and run away.
Also, she would be the most responsible with it.
She died.
You saw her get hit by a boulder.
It was my fault though. I told her to
It
go.
wasn't your
scared
fault. It was Rainier's fault.
I told you not to get close.
Rainier, you're just so easy to goad.
We're waiting for
Yeah, we're
him.
waiting.
Yeah. No, I know. So that's actually what happens. As you all are talking, you don't hear the door open up. He's quite stealthy.
Hey, did I get that orb?
You did, yes. You have a glass orb.
Putting it in my
Who
inventory.
notices him first? Give me a roll.
And I stay
Yes.
standing in front of that. So
Yeah, go ahead and have a roll off to see who notices him first.
What is it, just investigation or
Perception. Yeah.
Oh.
13.
inventory glass.
You were real into the banter.
I'm watching
22.
you.
22. Got a front runner.
12.
I'd say I'm watching you
Okay.
guys, so I'm just entertained by
Matt,
all
what'd you
this.
get?
I'm not looking for him. So
Oh, that's great.
So Dorgiran, you see, he's in pretty decent attire. It's not like formal attire per se, but it's kind of like the attire that a wealthy man would have when he's just walking around his own home. So you
Orb
see
is
him,
the thing.
he's just been standing there with his hands behind his back, just with a slight smile on his face.
Oh, hey, how you doing there?
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, you guys weren't paying attention?
Hi.
You walked in.
Wow.
He brings
You're
both his hands up front. Neither one is glowing.
quiet.
I am, yes.
That's a
Like
change.
the dead.
Gives you this kind of interesting choice of words.
So is it
I'm just gonna like.
Darwin still?
X-ray on the today.
Oh, don't worry about her.
It's quite all right.
It was Thieves' Gate. Probably didn't understand. Continue.
The answer to your question. Lord Blackloom is my more formal name, but you may call me Darwin if you prefer. I think we might become fast friends soon, so we'll find out.
Everyone always thinks we're gonna be their friend.
He's creeping me out.
We are pretty friendly.
Friends are good.
Oh, yeah.
So, you found your town, you've been investigating, what have you found out?
I have. I came here some 30 days ago. Set up shop within this former, well, actually William's still here. The noble's house he was kind enough to allow me in. So I've retrofitted his kitchen for my own purposes in terms of investigating the malaise that has afflicted this town. So,
How willing is this noble?
oh, quite.
Of his own accord?
Well, now, yes.
So what are all the black spots everywhere?
That would be, well, as you may have seen within my lab, I've been working on trying to understand these creatures a bit more, and, well, they bleed, so bringing them back is a bit of a messy
So
adventure.
they're bleeding the black?
Yes, that's most of their blood.
What's,
been-
do you know anything about the pyre in town?
I've heard of one of those before from some of the villagers. Fortunately, they were normally not too keen to share those things with me, but a bit of magic allows looser lips to be found. So,
So, I don't remember you telling us when we met you. What is it you're investigating or expecting to find? Like, do you have a hypothesis yet?
I'm looking into the source of the magics that's infusing this land with some sort of necrotic energy.
You don't have a working idea yet?
Not yet, no. I seek to better understand it. It resembles something I've seen before, but not quite the same.
Can I do, what is it? Perception? Insight? Yeah. Can I do that to see, like, if I'm believing him?
Absolutely.
Okay. 4.
Hard read.
Jesus.
Very hard read.
Don't trust him.
So you said these creatures, where do you find these at?
Oh, they're quite often found around town. They're not hard to find when you're looking for them. Often comes up at night. All
So
the
they're
different
just-
ones.
They're just in the town?
Well,
Are they
they.
in, like, the buildings? Like, the abandoned buildings? Or are they coming from somewhere?
That's been a part of my investigation. I found some of them are staying within buildings during daytime. They don't seem to like light. I can appreciate that. I think that they may be coming from underground, but that's more of a working theory than anything. Many of them appear to be creatures of some sort of subterranean variety that have this sort of energy suffusing them.
So
There
they're
are
not,
those that are above ground, though, that have it too.
so they're not normal. Like, do you know what kind of species they are at all?
Anything with really tiny feet.
Well, hold.
Actually, yes, I have seen those. They're quite
What
hard
is
to
it?
catch.
What is it?
Are they?
They are a form of Fae, and unfortunately they're quite fast, even faster than I am, and catching them can be quite trouble.
Fast Fae. Got it.
Are they, what kind of fae are they? Are they good kind or the eat your skin off kind?
Somewhere between the two, more so the mischievous kind that enjoy causing trouble for people. They may not eat your face off, but they may cause problems for someone.
Okay, gotcha.
So, I'm feeling like they built the pyre.
That would make sense.
Why? I feel like there's more to that.
I don't know.
Oh.
My investigation is ongoing. I'm still trying to ascertain exactly the location of their home.
So what are you knowing of the undead horseman and the centaur?
Well, they're one of the same.
Oh.
The
A centaur is a horseman.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a horse and a man.
I completely ignore them and just continue talking.
So horseman.
It's a very important distinction.
They're very similar.
As I've been trying to discern more of these creatures, I have heard of that one running through town. I have not seen it since I've been here, but I have heard of it. Some people say that it is that it does coincide with these pyres, so I imagine it may be coming soon.
Our the innkeep said that the pyre appears and townsfolk gets captured and sacrificed at it. So, want to stake it out and catch it?
Well, yes, that would be helpful.
You want? Wait. What did you just volunteer us for? We're gonna catch the horseman.
Just out of curiosity, at night, you said these creatures are more fond of the dark than the light.
Yes.
Do they seem to come out and like congregate, roam at night?
Well,
The
yes.
ones that you're experimenting on, like, do they roam around at night?
Oh, these ones. Yes. Yes, they do. I have seen them during the daytime, though, too. They appear to be different than the speedy fey ones or the undead horsemen.
Are they aggressive?
Oh, absolutely. But I'm more so.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, if a stakeout is to happen, it's a little harder for a group to move through a big blob of stuff than it is for one speedy person.
Are you suggesting you catch one of the quick ones or something else?
No,
I
I'm
have
just trying to see
terrified
if we're going to
foe.
die if we try to stake out something at night, because we haven't been out at night yet.
Oh, I see. Judging from your band of adventurers, I don't think that you will have too much trouble with one of them. Even two of them, the quick ones in particular, I think you should be fine with handling. But beyond that, well, I'm not sure.
I have an idea. I think we should use Rainier as bait, and we let him get captured, and then we all jump out, and we might save him.
Yeah.
It's kind of that part's in the air.
Sure.
We'll play that
We'll
part by
workshop
ear.
it.
So yeah, we all agree that's what we're gonna do.
That's
yeah.
what we're gonna do.
We appreciate your enthusiasm in
Yeah,
volunteering yourself.
Thank you for doing that. We
So y'all
really
just
do
gonna
appreciate
hide
it.
out?
We might be.
And use you as bait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. So why is he?
You
calling
just agreed to it. What are you
Lord. I'm just ignoring him. Why is he calling you Lord Blackloam? What are you a lord of?
Oh, well. I have my own tower. Not near here, of course, but I'm a lord of a certain amount of land.
Where?
Well, the Greetus Swamps.
The White Swamps.
The Greetus Swamps. They're near the center of Tasha.
Are they on the map?
They are. It's on the border of Hearthland.
Oh, okay. There's no map.
Oh, those swamps.
Is that where? Like, aside, is that where your tower was?
Up there.
Did he take your tower?
I certainly hope not.
Sorry. Okay, back up.
With
that
that,
one's out of character.
with the smoke I just saw, yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, no.
You
As
son
an
of
aside, it
He's
didn't happen.
related to Zardis.
a... You bastard.
That would be fantastic, though.
He says it's not Zardis.
Wait, what?
I'm
What?
kidding. I'm kidding.
You better not do that to him.
I'm kidding.
David?
Only with his permission would I do
Does
such
he
a thing.
tip his
But no,
hat a certain way?
Like this.
he's not wearing a hat. Can't be him.
It's not him.
No.
All right.
Just
If you don't
spider
mind my prying,
Hmm.
now that we've kind of got some of our base questions out of the way, what was up with the hand you had going on when we saw you in the desert?
Oh, I can do that as I wish, if you prefer. And then he activates his hand as you see it begin glowing red, and it almost becomes translucent, where you can see the bones inside.
Isn't your detect magic still up?
Boy, that's a neat trick.
Probably
10
not at this
minutes.
point.
Oh no, it's definitely not.
It's been 10 minutes. I don't know.
We talked a lot.
Time.
It's been past 10 minutes, real world time. So,
Definitely.
Oh, hey. While we got you here, Can I just ask something slightly off topic?
By all means.
Is it about the moon?
I'm taking the hammer out.
It's about the moon.
Have you seen any moonstones?
I have, yes.
Ooh.
Not recently, but
Oh.
yes.
Dang. Okay.
What are you looking for, then?
I am.
He's on a quest.
I see.
We'll get back to that one.
What
Tough
about
break, buddy.
dragons?
Sorry about that.
Huh, they have not been around for quite some time.
Well, yeah, but you know,
So,
they just. What happened to them?
Myth and legend says that they departed the plane millennia ago. But it's all myth and legend.
so what did we decide about tonight?
Like we said, you're gonna get captured. We're gonna jump out and
Save you.
Save you.
save you. That's right.
Because you don't need saving, because, it's all according to plan.
Yeah. Plus, you're so good at all the stabby stuff, so I'm sure
You have claws. You
You
can
could sneak
cut
right
the
out of it. Your
rope
stealthiness.
if that's what they use.
So we're staying at the tavern closest to the pyre. Applause is the tavern keeper. It's it's not too far from the pyre. We could probably stake that out and see what happens. You're welcome to join us in the stakeout if you'd like, or hang out wherever you want.
I think I will.
Okay.
That sounds quite the opportunity. If you can distract the little ones, I should be able to grab one of them and get the information I need out of it.
Okay, and hopefully not just get see somebody get sacrificed, but sure.
Okay, so if we're trying to just catch one of these ones.
We're trying to catch one of the Fae imp
Yeah,
things?
is that what
Yeah.
we're doing?
Or are we trying to capture the centaur?
Yeah, is the centaur going to be a problem? It sounds like a problem.
It could be coming this evening, yes. I'm more concerned about the little ones, but
So that's my overarching thought is that we maybe deal with the centaur if he's not gonna he's not super huge, but stop a villager from dying because that's supposed to happen tonight, and maybe help him find a little one that he can question.
What do you think the best way is to capture one of these little ones?
Yeah, you got a method?
yes, if you have the ability of casting any sort of hold spells, that would be the best one, paralyzing them.
Hold spells.
does
You guys
it-
got any
Oh!
hold spells?
Does it need to be alive?
Yes, I need to ask it some questions.
Do they have blood?
They do, yes.
That's actually a real good.
I know it's a fair question. It just it sounds funny. I could probably prepare something.
So
I'm gonna
Oh,
spell.
that's
but we
right.
could
You
probably
know
get some
magic
rope.
too. I always forget.
Always.
Yes, rope would work on them too, provided you can just hold them long enough. You should be able to tie them up. Unfortunately, trying to catch one myself, I have not been able to. 1 versus 1 is not easy when you're trying to trap one of those little bastards.
I mean, I could try to command one. Like, hey, stop, but it'll only stop for a minute.
I don't have anything that holds. I just have things that hurt.
Hold me too.
All right, that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I
You
thought
should-
it-
you
I
should
thought it
use
did
those more
movement.
often.
It doesn't bring no movement. It's attacks.
Well, I will if we
What's up?
have to.
My blood curse, blood
Yeah.
agony. I thought it was also movement, but it's only attacks.
Would you consider these humanoid?
No,
The Fae.
they're fair.
That was more of an out of character question posed as an in character question. But valid.
Should we try and find out if there's any prisoners? If there's any villagers that are missing, or should we just assume there is and then wait?
I'm pretty sure that if this is a known ritual that happens frequently, then yeah, it's probably pretty fair to assume that
They're already missing.
there's other people that are missing, and not just thrown into the pyre of dead.
Do you know anything about the pyre? I'm assuming if we touch it, it's very bad.
Yes, that's what I've heard too. I haven't been around since they've created one, but the stories are that the horsemen will take one of the people that are inhabitants of the town, toss them in, they burn in the black flames, and then their skull now rises as one of their own.
Oh, that's where the flaming skulls come from.
Well, no, these are flying skulls. They're
Well, that's
something
what I meant. Sorry. Flaming, flying. In my head, it was the same word.
I've named them as rot skulls, personally, because...
Rot skulls?
Yes, there are such creatures as flaming skulls. I actually captured one of the rot ones and was testing some things on it, but it wasn't quite the same, and I don't have interest in it, so I let it go. But,
You just let it go?
yes.
Okay.
You didn't think it would be better to get rid of it? They're not a danger?
No, I was testing some things on it. Unfortunately, the method in disposing of a flaming skull is one that I'm not terribly fond of either, so...
I thought it was a flying skull.
No, flaming skull is the proper name for one of those ones that flies around and shoots fire. This one is a different nature. It has more necrotic qualities to it.
So a rot skull.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what I've come to name them. You can name them as you
we
like.
can call them whatever we want.
It's got a certain satisfactory way about it for rot skull.
I thought so too.
Made me think of Lost Souls from Doom. Flying skulls.
Rot skulls.
Rot skull, yeah.
The rot skulls.
So,
Is that the name of our group?
The rot skulls. The little rot skulls.
I'm really starting with the skull.
Handsome Bog and the rot skulls.
Oh, God.
Yup.
Alright,
does have a ring to it.
He does.
what time how much of the day has passed?
It's about midday now.
Okay. Well, do we want to head back and prep the area?
Are we performing surgery?
I'm sorry,
I was.
every time...
Oh, that looked very fascinating.
well played.
Give myself inspiration.
Don't you always give me trouble for winging it?
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you think we should maybe go to the blacksmith or the church or anything else today?
I mean, I feel like
It
it
is
couldn't
only
hurt to
like
talk to
midday.
the priest, since we're
Yeah.
dealing with undead.
Yeah.
Was there even a priest here?
There's
Yeah,
a church.
there's a priestess.
There's a non-denominational
Her
church.
name is Adelaide.
Okay.
Of course it is.
Keep in mind.
Have you had much interactions with any of like the priestess or any of the other townsfolk? Anything of note?
I had no interest in the priestess.
I don't know. That makes sense.
The gravedigger was of more interest to me. I think her studies are something to sink more time into.
What's she studying?
Cultivation of land.
What was her name?
Drew Kisk.
Oh, that's right. That's my ex-girlfriend.
Think I got that right? Hang on.
I was wondering what happened to her.
Is that canon now?
Damn it, I did it again. Drekusk. I did it the exact... You know what? It is
Okay.
Drew Kisk. It is Drew Kisk. We're doing that now. Like,
So
can't
it's
get it
not
right in
my
my brain.
ex-girlfriend. It's pronounced different. So.
Yeah. You'll have that.
I feel like a bartender, just straightening the ice.
Sure, if that's what you think bartenders do.
The straining the ice.
From never mind.
The straining the ice. That was it. It was.
Well, that's
Alright.
pretty good.
I mean, you guys want to go talk to him? I'm ready to. I was just gonna prep the area to help try and capture. Ooh, do you think a trap would work for one of the Fae?
Depending on the trap.
Are they?
They are corporeal. What did you have in mind?
I just found out what they are. I didn't know if you. How have you tried to capture them or speak to them?
I tried the more direct approach, simply grabbing one of them. But,
How'd that work out?
as I mentioned, they're quick.
Do you have like a bird cage? Like a sturdy bird cage?
I do not know.
No.
How do you feel they would fare against charming effects?
I've tried some of them. I haven't proven terribly effective, which is the first for me, but they are Fae, so they may have some sort of abilities to resist charms. Most Fae do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that cuts out all my spells. Back to grabbing it.
I can do command. Is it? That's not charming, is it?
Yeah, I mean, if we get it to a certain point, I could knock it out. Or we all could knock it out. Might be the easiest bet. Tuck her little tyke out.
You could try to simply corral it to a point.
I can draw.
Yeah, we can draw that.
Yeah. All right, I'll make my way to the door. You guys ready?
Yeah.
We'll meet you, see you at sundown.
Okay. I'll see you there in proper attire.
Yeah, I tip my head like this.
Gives you a polite bow.
And I'll back out of the room and go.
Okay.
So we go. You know he has one of your glass orbs, right?
You
Just walk
son
away.
Joke's on you, it's not his, it's the other guy's. And he doesn't care.
A true point, actually.
That's amazing.
But as you all head out,
Ooh, I can't wait to stab you during combat.
Friendly
so
fire.
where are you going then?
We're heading straight to Rainier's demise.
Oh, really? I feel like you've messed with me enough times.
On the way in, from what we know of the town layout, is the temple, the generic temple, on the way back?
It is in the town square. It's one of the, basically the kind of the corners of it.
I feel like we could just hit up, talk to Adelaide on our way through the square, maybe?
Yeah.
Say hi?
Didn't we talk to her? Did we talk to her last week or no?
No. We haven't talked to anyone other than Applause and these two.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that one guy.
I'll take out the glass orb and I'll give it to you. I stole this for you.
Thanks!
Yeah, no problem.
It's pretty.
It's very nice,
Just
right?
glass.
Oh, yeah, it's just, I just, when I put it in my inventory, orb is arcane focus, so I just added that one. That's what it is.
Hey, Rainier, can I have the bag of holding really quick? I want to put this in it.
You don't need it for that. You're supposed to use that. You can't use it if it's in storage.
I can't put it. It's a giant orb. Where am I? I don't have any pockets for
Yeah.
that.
What's she supposed to do? She's
Just give me the bag of holding really quick. No, you're not allowed to touch it.
Stop being a greedy cat.
I have been anything.
I'm not
but
sure if he's a
Oh,
cat. He's
give
more of a
it
rat
right
at this
back.
point.
Did you actually? Hold on. Did he hear me say this?
I have really high passive perception.
I was-
Yes, I heard you.
Because I would have whispered it as we walked by. There's no reason. The whole point was for you not to hear it. It was funny.
It's too late.
I'll give
Stu
it-
late? Stu?
I'll give it right back.
You're-
This
Yeah,
is
that's
a
what I said.
trust-
It's too late. That's what I said.
No.
Stew
This
on it.
guy.
Trust exercise, Rainier.
Cat.
Why is this everything against Rainier?
Just give it to me for a second.
Why are you being weird about this?
Just
One
give
second.
it to her.
When did this become Attack Rainier Day? I'm
Just
so
one
confused.
second.
Hey, it's a group bag of holding.
I mean, yeah. That's...
Let the group use it.
I don't. Okay, here you go. And I hold it open.
While we're walking,
And I hold it underneath. Let go.
I'm just so confused why you're so insistent on taking this. This is weird.
Let go.
Like, I'm not even like insulted. I'm just weirded out.
Yeah.
Okay, weirdo.
It's so light. Boss, this is so light.
I know, right?
Whatever, guys.
Okay, here you go.
It's cool.
Here it
Now,
is.
See? Trust.
Still weirded out by that.
Told you I would give
Very
it that.
unnecessary.
now he's holding the hot item. Evidence is on him.
Okay.
Anyway,
Right.
That was just weird.
as we're walking, can I look at the shadows and try to find one of these four-legged creatures?
Yeah.
Can be.
With my special eyes. That's probably
Right.
gonna suck anyway.
Isn't grapple with strength check?
15?
Is grapple
15?
strength?
Okay. So you keep a keen eye
Athletics.
Oh,
yeah.
keen
Out.
eye.
Well,
Yeah.
like athletics.
out for any kind of creatures as you're looking around, and you occasionally see what looks like this kind of blurred, or not blurred, but a dark shadow like kind of move, like inside windows and that kind of thing. But you don't see any particular creature, nothing that matches the description that you were given, or creature you saw.
I need to go to one of these houses and like drag it out.
Seems pretty excessive.
Okay.
We're just being curious. He said they came out during the day, but they didn't like the sunlight.
I remember.
Remember? Came out.
I remember. Yep.
I think playing to our strength is gonna be key
So don't get hit.
for this. I know this one's fast and kind of sneaky,
Don't get hit.
and you guys are like pretty strong and
I'm pretty tanky, but
So-
I'm quick.
Am I,
That's true.
like, knowing what I know of Fae, am I worried of them, like, poison touch kind of stuff? Or I guess what can... I'm trying to figure out how to do this without metagaming it, of, like, what can I kind of recall of my memories of minor Faes? Or,
Yeah, make a history check with that advantage, given.
you said history?
Yes.
19.
Okay. So from your studies regarding the Fae, you've heard of something actually similar to this. They're called quicklings, and they are speedy. You haven't heard of any regarding the way that they're kind of the things that they're doing in this town. It's definitely not fitting of them. But you have heard of incredibly fast Fae called quicklings that are very small creatures that kind of match the description.
Do I recall any of their kind of combat techniques or abilities?
Now you've heard that they wield daggers, knives, that kind of thing, but not much beyond that.
Okay. I'm just gonna relay this. I mean, everything I know of them, they're just gonna be super quick. Nothing extra ridiculous about them. Fast with knives, so pokey, poke.
Oh yeah, Tony Fight. We know about this.
Okay.
Are you range?
He's got the page pulled up.
I would never.
Well, the good thing is these are not the same as quicklings, so
I was
metagaming,
curious.
whatever.
It's not like I don't have Flame Skull pulled up. I would never do that.
What?
Well, they're not the same as flaming skulls. So there you go.
Oh yeah, they're.
I like the first.
Tony homebrews all the creatures.
I do. I own pretty much everything.
So whatever you think you're supposed to do, it's wrong.
Whatever you think you know, you don't know.
It's the first time I've ever pulled one of the pages up too, and I get caught.
Nice.
Caught or called out.
Like when
Called
you.
out.
I'm
Like when you.
I'm the rat.
Gonna reference.
It was wide open.
It was.
Are you
He wasn't like
range?
this.
I can be.
Do you prefer to be range?
I can be whatever.
Because I was just gonna say, if we're gonna set up the courtyard for an ambush, I could fly some range. If anyone is rangy, I could fly you to one of the rooftops, and I could take the other rooftop.
So here's the thing. I feel like the big open courtyard will be super hard to catch them. Where we already know they use like the alleyway next to the windows. We should probably choose one of these alleyways to try and trap them.
Oh, was that whistling sound them running, do you think?
You know, that would make way more sense than what I thought.
What did you think?
I don't know. I thought it was coming out their butts.
Okay.
Fair.
Renee,
that's
you,
how they
you know anything about that?
That is not something I'm aware of.
It's like a Doppler effect.
That's how they're so fast. It's propulsion.
Yeah. Gas propulsion.
Yeah.
I tried to use that argument once with a girlfriend. She didn't agree.
No, yeah. Mm-mm.
We never do.
So,
Alright.
Yeah,
So,
you guys want to plan?
How about let's build like 2 wooden kind of gate things that we can put on an end of an alleyway to try and slow them down as they're going through.
How are you gonna build one?
Oh, dude.
You should. You know what? There's plenty of wood right there. You should grab it.
Don't touch it.
Really?
Trust exercise. Don't touch it.
I'm the one that threw the dandelion in.
There was a
pretty
test.
sturdy.
You passed.
Good job. Keep in mind.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the blacksmith and ask if see if he has anything wall-ish. I don't know, sheet of I don't know, like you know what I mean.
Hey man, you got any walls?
yeah. Oh God, right? No,
That was really bad timing, dude.
Yeah,
Or great
great
timing.
yeah.
That's all up in my nose.
Yeah.
Guess who you get no sympathy from?
So, As you go to Grindstone,
Yikes, I'm awake now.
it's a single log building. You find the blacksmith in his smithy. Younger man, 17. Not terribly big, but he's working the anvil and just hammering away on some steel. As you come in and ask him,
hey, you got any
Walls? You got any walls? Any walls in here?
Actually, real quick before we do that,
Little
how
boss
wide
man.
is the alleyway by the window?
it's probably 10 feet, 10, 15 feet.
What? Okay. Like, hey, you've got any or walk up like, hey, how's it going? I'm
okay.
Renee. What's your name?
Diggory.
Gregory.
Yeah. Chatham.
Oh, that's right. Cedric
yeah,
Diggory. We talked about that.
It's 10 feet?
It's. I mean, the alleyways are probably about 10, 15 feet, maybe. I'm not sure exactly.
How
wanna-
big?
Very young to be a blacksmith.
Yeah, well, it's my dad first, and well, what happens in this town happens in this town. So I have to go to the smith.
We'll come back. Glossing over. So we're looking to try and block off an alleyway at each end tonight. Anything you could do to help us get something ready for that?
Not exactly. I mean, if you needed swords, horseshoes,
You don't have any like sheets of steel?
no, I really don't.
Can you
Maybe we could-
bars?
Hmm?
Bars, like metal bars.
I've got metal bars, yeah. They're not connected, but
You got ones that are like 10, 15 feet long?
sure, I have a bundle of them.
And we could just add planks to it.
Well, I have an idea. How fast does my hole of collapsing collapse and expand?
If it takes an action, 6 seconds.
Because, like, here's a thought, right? So we know whereabouts, how high they are. If we can kind of hem in the alleyway to fit, my pole can extend to 10 feet. I could be hiding behind one and expand it and clothesline it when it runs by.
It's a solid blade.
That's, yes. I'm digging this.
But you just said it takes 6 seconds for it to expand.
I'm assuming there's a couple of them because you heard multiples running by the window, so I would just wait for one to pass and then
Just like-
go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, you count 1 Centrolia, 2 Centrolia,
Right.
3 Centrolia. See?
You're gonna tell me that no one's gonna notice it extending it?
Well, Sneaky Pants here can like scout ahead, and I could be talking to him in mind, and he can give me the heads up, be like now, and I can go.
Yes.
And then someone's gonna have to like catch it.
Okay.
Maybe it's a thought.
Well, we appreciate your time. I think we've come up with an alternative since.
They're like barrels or boxes or something here. So
It's got boxes, crates, that kind of thing, yeah.
can we have some of those?
Yeah, if you want to pay for them.
How much?
I
I mean, you're not using them, right?
I store things in them, sure.
We'll bring them back. We won't break them.
I prefer you just pay for them in case you do break them.
That's fair.
So we're trying. By the way, we're trying to figure out what's going on in the town and stop it.
Okay. Not the first to say that.
That's fair.
We're not the
We'll
first
be-
adventurers?
No.
What happened to
Every couple to a few years, some group of adventurers will come in here and try and fix everything, and then we don't see them after they start looking into things.
Do you know how far they usually get or what they get into?
No. We stopped trying to help them after the first couple, till a few groups fell.
Well, you've never met Handsome Bog and the Rot Skulls.
That's true.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay. Well, the crates, each one's a few silver pieces, so call it 3 silver per crate.
Okay.
How many did you need?
How big
I mean, they're good size. So kind of like a storage bin, one of the larger plastic ones. So.
Do I think they would? Do they come with lids? Do we think we can fit a Fey in there?
They do have lids. Yes.
I just imagine you in the kitchen trying to catch a rat.
Right? Do you know about how strong they are?
Do I know about how strong they are?
You knew about them, but not necessarily like specifics regarding their strength or anything.
They're just, quick things.
What a bench press.
Yeah.
How much do they bench? They bench this crate?
Do you lift her up?
Just
I don't
running
know.
around with the crane on their head.
DM about how many would I need to make, like, to hem in the alleyway so pole would.
To close up to 5 feet.
Yeah.
2 realistically.
Okay. I'll get 3, so height 2 wide, 1 high, so I can duck behind it.
Okay. Sure.
So 6 silver.
No, it's 3 apiece. So if you need 3, it's
Oh,
9.
9.
Yeah.
9 silver. Yeah, I can math, guys. I play D&D.
So, you guys want to kill this big horse man? You guys want to do that? Or we
Yeah, I mean, like,
not
you
do
know,
that?
it's probably gonna happen.
Yeah. So we should probably prepare for that. We're gonna have to fight an undead centaur.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
gonna
alright.
happen.
So I'm, as much as I don't like hags, also not a fan of the undead, which is why
How do you kill something that's undead?
you stab it with light damage, radiant.
You
I don't
just
know
hit
how I
it
would
real
say that.
hard with a hammer.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you use his abilities because he's kind of, good at that.
And even
What,
with the
did you just
hammer,
compliment me?
Don't let it go to your head.
Oh. We're gonna be friends.
You're not already.
oh, I thought we were all waiting.
I see the way he side odds me. He's still thinking about turning my ass in, so I'm pretty sure.
I mean, like, it is a constant battle every morning. Like,
See?
I saw the contract and how much they were offering for you from, I mean, like, that's...
But,
Wait, what?
don't you know?
He's a stripper.
Well, you
Oh.
guys should probably stop talking about this stuff around here.
So, his going rate's pretty high. He's in high demand, so.
Yeah, he lets, like,
Do you offer tips?
I've got a tip for you. That went right over your young head, didn't it? All right, I'm gonna go.
Walk out.
thanks for the crates.
I walk
thing.
up to him and I go, tip 1, travel with your own pole. Shink.
That's what I'll dance around here. Yep.
So anyway, we're walking back towards the square.
There's one.
Yep. You want to walk back in?
I forgot to mention this, but I can turn invisible.
Ah, that's handy.
That is very handy.
Somebody else knows about that, but I do have that.
Are you telling the group this?
Yes.
Did
Have
you
like a
not
wry smile.
trust? Trust. What happened to trust?
It's called need to know basis.
I forget about things until they're needed, apparently.
So, centaurs have giant clubs and they can shoot bows, right? How much do I know about centaurs?
Nature check again.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Anyway,
Forget how much is like meta knowledge and how much is.
Yeah, you don't really know much about centaur. I mean,
Okay.
they're a humanoid race, but undead ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
I
I
didn't-
can cure you.
Now, are these the brain?
What is it?
eating
What just
undead, or-
happened?
Sorry.
You're attacking something.
I didn't mean to do
Are
that.
we all just gonna click things? I'll do it too.
I didn't mean to click that. It had an asterisk next to it, so I wanted to know what it said. And it...
All right. So, we'll set up the alleyway. Kind of get the crate set up. So you can get behind it. I guess so. This is outside of our windows, so I can probably climb out the window onto the roof and have a vantage point.
Now, is anyone going to be standing in the alleyway to like?
She's
as
gonna
like
be.
a kind of like a. So that's what you're doing. Is you're standing in the alleyway
I'm hiding behind the boxes
behind the boxes.
with the holes.
What about so if we have the boxes on one end of the alleyway,
Mm-hmm.
what's blocking you from being seen on the other side?
No, you.
Well,
you can-
nothing. So we're
So, like, if
assuming
this is
they're
the
coming
alleyway,
from one way.
The building's here. You're just gonna stand.
An alleyway goes between two buildings. It's got two ends.
Yeah, so they're coming down. She'll put out the thing. It'll close
What if they
them.
come around from the other end?
Well, that's the courtyard.
Never mind.
We could buy 2 more boxes and
All I'm
put
saying
on
is, like-
one side of me and the other side
Yeah.
of me and make a nook.
But anyways, so is anyone going to be visible in the alleyway to entice them to come down it? Or are we just expecting them to come
I mean,
down?
with all the tracks there, I think they just already do.
I think we're gonna watch.
Ooh, since during the day, can we look in the other alleys? I'm sorry.
Who should entice?
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, I can. It's whatever.
You wanna
If I
shuffle,
could,
shuffle?
I mean, we kind of need to like we gotta catch her alive, so that will be hard for me. Hammers have a tendency to
Gallagher things.
Yeah. Splat.
tomato paste small creatures. Yeah. But I mean, like, if it needs to be, I can, because
Okay. Well, I have a question real quick. Once we catch it, then what?
So we
We were
hold it
protected.
for Darwin.
Yeah, but okay. Say we catch one
Uh-huh.
early on,
Uh-huh.
and then a centaur shows up.
In.
So
Back in.
we can bind it, throw it inside, and build a centaur.
Okay.
Bind it, put it in a box.
Oh.
We got crates.
Okay. Just as long as we have an idea of what's gonna happen.
Alright.
Because I see us like dropping down a crate on top of it, and then it's stuck there for a second,
are we just
and
gonna
then
have
we
a
have to
crate?
fight something, and then it's gonna scurry away.
just have a
fair.
crate propped up on a stick.
Yeah, that's what's happening in my mind.
Is this a
And then,
Roadrunner?
and then you pull the string on.
She's
it.
got
Yeah,
a pole,
yeah,
so she's got
yeah.
like she's got a pole next
Okay.
to the stick.
Yeah, that's what I see happening. But whatever you guys think.
I don't have a plan. I'm just gonna be the lookout on the roof.
I was also gonna get on the roof at somewhere.
Where's the alleyway that we're talking about?
Yeah, there's
Well, you know.
there's a map.
So
That one.
the one on the far side is the building on the brown building, the brown roof building is the inn
Okay.
tavern.
Look a bit-
So then the alley would be next to it.
On the over
So
here.
that's
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay. You know, I don't have much else.
I mean, I could stay in my room and just look out the window and cast things from there.
I usually like to be further back, so if someone would prefer to be the handler of the expandable pole.
You want us to expand your pole for you?
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. If someone else wants to be in the fray, they can.
You guys ever handle a pole? Neither one of you?
I like to keep that to myself. Played the fifth. I mean,
Divining rod over there?
Who is like a hammer?
No.
More like your javelin.
Oh, I think I can handle it then.
Yep.
I throw it.
That is not what we want you to do.
Oh, you said like a javelin.
You know what? That one's on me.
Go get it.
Oh man.
Alright.
I feel like if we need, I can also do the, thing. But I can only do it for about an hour.
Only.
If we get a second, can I go inside and talk to the barkeep and go, hey, if we catch one of these little fae and tie him up, can you guard him for us if we have to deal with the centaur?
No,
Please?
no.
Why do we put him in a box?
It'll be in a box and bound.
It's a fae in a box.
The box is bound.
The creature is
the fae
bound in
is
the
bound
box.
in the box with a lid that will be totally nailed shut.
We could also bind the box. Do you have nails? A hammer?
Here's a hammer.
We can bring the box
Hang on.
inside. You could
Do I
tag
have
it
that
shut real
stuff?
quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, I do have a hammer.
Clearly seems uncomfortable with it still, but is willing to
Have
help.
it at the ready.
Our nonchalant attitude makes him more comfortable.
Right.
Definitely that.
That does not raise red flags at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have boxes set up here. And then you're gonna be on the lookout for one to run by.
So I'll be in this
Give
back
the
corner
heads up.
here.
Oh, it has to be me because mind blank.
True story. Alright. Positions? Assume your positions.
Shit, it's only like 2 o'clock. I mean, we can skip ahead if you like.
Does
Do
it
you have
seem
anything else to do?
Does it seem to get like unnaturally dark in this village at an earlier time?
It doesn't really get darker unnaturally at an earlier time, but there
Just
is
like the fog.
there is general fog and cloud cover that does obscure the sun.
Okay.
Well, let's get in position and wait it out.
I mean,
Unless anyone else wants to do something.
yeah, I'll say if you want to do anything else. Sorry, I'm not trying to hijack it that bad.
I mean, we're gonna talk to the priest.
We need
Oh,
at some
yeah.
point talk to the priestess. At some point talk to
Probably
the grave digger. We already talked to the blacksmith. He wasn't very full of information.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about the priestess. We can go talk to her.
Yeah. Priestess might be helpful.
I know. I was just looking at the time. Alright, you guys want to go talk to the priestess then? And see if she can be of help in this?
yep. No, I just go.
So, as you go to the stone temple,
Pilot?
oh yeah. Dang, I should have done that. General temple of worship. You see that there are overgrown weeds that are dotting the stairs. It does look like it also has a form of neglect that most of the town also has. Inside, you see a similar sight of unassuming nature before you. Plain wooden pews with a simple runner rug leading up to a raised stone altar in the back. Faint torchlight provides decent luminance to the temple, though you don't see anybody inside.
Is there like an attached building or quarters?
You do see that there are like two, what look like kind of side rooms along where the altar is in the back.
Does my hammer react to anything in here?
As you walk into the room, your hammer does not glow in any particular manner.
I'm gonna go knock on the back right door and go, Priestess Adelaide? And knock on it.
Okay. As you knock on the door does open up, and you see what looks like this small kind of like an office space almost, with some scrolls and things tucked into cubbies, and you see a bald-headed, blue-eyed woman with pale, smooth skin. She's short, 5'1", but she has this kind of athletic build. She's an oblong face, but kind of sharp features. She has these gray robes with black linings, though, and ceremonial robes. And as she greets you, hello, welcome to the Temple of Worship. My name is Adelaide. Are you coming to seek prayer, penance?
Can I tell like what race she is? Human or?
She looks human, but with more angular features, although she does not have the typical pointed ears of half-elves.
Okay. Hey, we're myself and the group are new in town, and thought we'd come and say hey and kind of get your thoughts on what's going on.
Thoughts in what manner specifically?
Mostly the big undead pyre outside.
That, yes. Well, I am here to offer prayer, hopefully some form of comfort to those that live here under these conditions. I have no exact thoughts on the pyre, other than it is a, well, distressing matter. It's nothing that mortals should have to deal with.
So can I ask, who do you serve? Who is your god or goddess?
That would be Ashery, the one of divine light.
Does anyone know anything about that? My religion is terrible, I assume.
Anybody can make a religion check if they so choose.
Let's see.
I would probably know, but I'm not there.
Oh, did you guys all stay in the main part of it?
I was in the main part.
I mean, I went and knocked on the door.
Yeah, that's fine, but
I'm cleaning. I'm like prestidigitationing windows, like sweeping the dirt out.
With the broom of flying.
Yep.
Bog is currently praying to Evkoff, being in a church.
Okay.
I'm sitting in a pew, relaxing.
So-
Taking 5.
Pews are comfortable.
Oh, that's a word I've never heard. Or phrase. So what brought you here? How long have you been here?
Oh, I had a divine calling to this area. An angel spoke to me, Dardariel. She instructed me to come here and try to help heal the people that still remain. For as long as I can and as long as they're here.
So how long have you been here then?
I've been here for 10 years.
Oh. Oh. Well, do you have any abilities against these undead?
I do have some, yes.
Or Fae?
Not Fae so much, no, but priest, as a priest, I am trained in some form of divine retribution.
So, my group and I were looking to see what's going on. Mostly we're going to try and catch one of the little Fae things that sprint around. I believe they're quicklings. Would you be any help with us on that?
I cannot offer help in terms of dealing with the Fae, but I can give you a blessing to hopefully assist in your manners.
Also, with the pyre being constructed, we might be dealing with the centaur. Would you be of any help with us against that?
I do have some flasks of holy water you're welcome to purchase if you so choose.
But you don't want to be personally involved.
No, I do not seek to directly confront that terrible beast.
I thought you were here to help the people of the town and rid them of their problems.
I'm here
He's a
to
priest,
assist
not
them.
a warrior.
You're not here!
I am
Whatever, fine.
I am no cleric.
I don't know.
Yeah. I am not a cleric. I'm a priest.
Okay. How much are your flasks of holy water, and what do they do to undead?
Well, they do quite a bit of damage to them, to be honest. Pull up. Each flask can be thrown at one, or poured out on one. Does some divine damage, and each one is 25 gold pieces. There's a special ritual involved that does consume items and.
So I'm gonna walk back out to the group. So I've met Priestess Adelaide, called here by an angel to help the town. Her only assistance to us would be to some flasks of holy water in case we come across the centaur. They're 25 gold, so
I mean, it is pretty holy.
it's up to you all.
How clean did I get things?
As you press digitate, very, very clean actually.
Does she follow me out of the room?
She does, seeing that there are people within the church.
Does she notice the changes?
Okay.
You want to throw in a discount for the help my associate did?
I am selling them to you at cost.
I had to try.
Are you trying to
I
haggle a
didn't
priest?
do it for that.
I do appreciate you doing this, though.
religion-y.
Your service is greatly, greatly appreciated.
I'm a fidgeter, and this seems like a place that, if there's any place in town that deserves to be clean and calming, it's here.
Thank you. Kind of walks around, goes over to Bog. Have I noticed you praying?
I'll finish and I'll put my head back on. Yeah, I overheard. How many of the holy waters do you have?
I have 2.
2.
Yes.
And they're 25.
Yes.
I'll just give her 100.
This is too much.
It's not.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Your donation is greatly appreciated and will go to mending this town.
I certainly hope so.
Is he the guy that wins the lottery and goes broke in 3 years?
So, you 2 flasks of holy water.
He's a giver.
I'm just asking.
Dude, We still have so much gold. I know you can't see it, but we still have 14,133 gold. We're fine.
Rosewood want to help the church.
I'm at 120.
I know, because you're constantly like, I don't want the gold, and then later on you're like, I can't buy anything.
I'm at 55. I buy things. And I take things.
Other than the ogre, when's the last time we fought something and got money for it? It's been a while.
Do we even get anything from the ogre?
No. An eyeball.
Wait, yeah, Cyclops.
Oh, yeah.
Not an ogre.
Yeah.
We're friends with ogres.
We are friends with ogres.
One eye, two eyes, what's the difference?
Important distinction.
Quite a bit.
The head Triclops.
That's the next one.
Yeah.
Alright,
Next step up.
Or I guess it'd be no eyes, because you went from 2 to 1, so then...
That's step down.
Right.
That's like Grunt. Where you faced like, you know.
So, I don't know, I mean, I didn't really get much information, we just got the holy water.
Cool.
Did you guys want to come talk to her? Did you want to...
I'm just taking a nap.
So we are in church.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright, well,
Who are you a follower of?
Ashery.
Yeah. It's a good one. Do you follow the teachings of Evkoff at all?
Not exactly, no. I am aware of the teachings of Evkoff, but in another time I think I may have actually been a cleric, but those circumstances are beyond me now at this point.
I'll see.
I hope the holy water that you have provided that you have purchased, provide some sort of divine justice for what's happened in this town.
I certainly hope so.
I meant to ask, do you have any idea of the origins of any of the things that are going on around here?
I don't know exactly. I think there may be something afflicting this land, some sort of blight, something deep within maybe, but I don't know what.
Because we've found out that creatures tend to bleed blackness that just decays the earth. But I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Well, allow me to do this for you. I call upon the blessings of Ashery to provide you all with divine providence, and find that in whatever adventure you shall have this evening, you have her aid. In her name I pray. And she gives you, a blessing. To everybody gets basically the effects of the bless spell for the remainder of the evening, which will spill into the next session since we are pretty much at time.
How do you apply that?
So bless it's a first level spell. It gives you a D4 on, I believe, attack rolls and saving throws. It might be ability checks. I always get it wrong.
And it lasts the evening.
Makes an
Correct.
attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or saving.
Nice.
So essentially, you can just keep doing that
For the evening, yep.
for the evening. Okay.
Cool.
And she's casting it as rank 1.
She's not casting at rank 1, so everybody gets it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Cool. Everybody gets
Priests work slightly
Oh.
differently than clerics.
Okay, fair enough. I also didn't read it all the way.
Very good. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I hope you find what you're looking for here, and that you find success in whatever your intended target is tonight. I assume the holy water is going to be aiding with the creature.
If
Yeah.
it shows up.
That's the hope.
I hope we solve your problem for you.
Is there a shelf life on this holy water?
No, it will last for as long as it's used.
Crap, it's expired.
I mean, I don't know how long they...
I assure you only the freshest of holy water I provide.
I'm not the most knowledgeable in religious things.
Alright, well, I guess we'll go sit up.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck.
And I tip my head like this.
Do you have any healing capabilities?
I do, but only directly. I don't have potions.
Yes. So, we're working out of the inn. Would you want to hang out in the inn in case we need any healing abilities tonight?
No, if you need them,
Okay.
I'm across the street, though.
Well, when there's flying skulls, it's hard to get to you. Okay. Had to try.
I understand. So,
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
so as you all walk out... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
See you tomorrow, hopefully.
So as you all walk out and prepare for the evening, we'll go ahead and call it there and start at the top of this scheme you guys have concocted.
Get excited.
No, it's something.
Yeah, it is. It
It's
is.
too-
It's
Totally
not
gonna work.
half-cocked at all.
Yeah.
Without fail, it's the best idea we've had today.
Isn't it the only
No.
idea? Okay.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I was going to say, if it is, then it automatically is the best.
That's true. Well, we had a plan for approaching the hag. It fell
That's
apart
true.
immediately, but
It's also true. But yeah, okay. Well, we'll go ahead and call it there. Quick thank you again to everybody for tuning in and watching. Thank you also to Gilding Light, Sirenscape. Who's the last group? Oh my God, Idle Champions. Basically everybody for helping out with the show. We really do appreciate all of your support. In terms of shows that are coming up, obviously we are Action Pact on 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 Central on Tuesdays. I believe I do have a show list here. I'm never prepared for the outro. Happens every week. You think I'd learn. We have the Echoing Dark on Tuesday at 4 p.m. With our own DC Lazaire, who is maybe in chat. He's the producer extraordinaire at Gilding Light. And finally, also, Champions of Eclipsia on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, ran by Kurt, a.k.a. Covenant, in our chat. Cool dude. Awesome show. And yeah, thank you again all for tuning in. Anybody have anything they want to share? We normally don't, but always nice to ask.
Maybe one of
Life is
these
pretty
days.
boring.
Yeah,
It won't be for long.
No,
True.
it will not.
true.
yeah.
So with that, again, thank you all for tuning in, and everyone have a great evening. Bye.